that V6 for the EV. Ride around my city, you should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me, sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xavier, the first one in the chat. I'm up here with my guy.
Some days you're nice to me, Xavier, in the comments. Some days you're not so nice.
Nothing is worse than when I heard Marquise call you a mammal. I was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know. I mean, they did say mammals are majestic creatures, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Myself and my guy Matt up in here. We're about to do a quick show. Matt got Marquise already in here. We're gonna go very short, but as y'all see the title, exit interviews and Quin cleans house. Xavier says y'all cool, man.
We are today.
He says, yo, what I did, So welcome in everyone. Foot, good to see you. All right, so
Foot, how you doing? Foot, how you doing?
So let's get going. RJ, good to see you. No, Foot, not the Trey show, not the Trey show, but no. Let's get
Although
going,
we do recognize and compliment greatness up here.
Yes, that's the standard. That's the standard, right? Ultimately, I think we've all gave our thoughts on the season, right? But we had our exit interviews yesterday. I was able to listen to all the exit interviews. Matt was able to listen to a couple. I mean, it sounds like a typical exit interview. I like the energy from the guys. I believe strongly moving forward with Coach Quin, listening to him, listening to the guys talk about him. We're building something special here. We're building a competitive, we're going to bring a hard fighting culture, and we're going to bring it back here and try to really compete for this thing and try to elevate ourselves. So ultimately, as far as the X interviews, I really have nothing to say about that. I mean, Matt, you can tell me what you thought about the X interviews. It sounded like an X interview. I'm excited moving into next season, but I'm looking forward to this offseason.
I agree. I didn't. It was nothing unique, other than Quin kind of talking about sitting with Landry and kind of taking his interview plan into implementation, as far as describing what the ethos is of a player that they're looking for, and how to find it, and what's the characteristics, what's a Hawks basketball player, what that looks like, what that doesn't look like, who fits that, mental makeup and characteristic. So we're all aligned, and when we go out and go get that player, we have a vision and a plan for that player because they fit, again, the characteristics and the ethos.
Yeah, really innovative, really encouraging on what I heard from Coach Q, Trey, and DJ. Everyone had something really positive to say about Quin, and just thinking about the future with Quin.
That really struck me, analyst. I mean, DeAndre Hunter is not very vocal, right? But he talked about how this might hurt Foot a little bit, but he talked about how how Quin is very different from Nate. Correct. Quin is very energetic. He's very cerebral. He's very intelligent, incredibly intelligent, very creative. And how he just brought a different vibe, a different energy. Not saying that Nate brought a bad energy, but the Quin distinctly brought a different energy. It was more energetic, more informational, just a more intelligent, thoughtful posture than what was here before.
You're right. I feel like, yeah, I feel really good. Trey talked about he feels like we can win a title. Here I think DJ said the same thing. He feels like with Quin we can win a title. I think coaching finally is something that you can put to the back burner. So we have that settled. Now we have to look at construction of the roster and continue to build that culture. As Quin said, it's not a 1 month thing. It's a consistent day-to-day thing, consistent daily thing that you're trying to build consistently. And it's more so of a mixture of habits and beliefs. So all that rah-rah, all that stuff. Let's get to Quin's coaching staff, right? Quin is cleaning the house, guys. I do want to say I did love Joe Prunty. I feel like he was really good. He won us those 2 games against Cleveland and Brooklyn. Really, really good. But I think we're at a point where it's time to really take that next step. And with that, we got to let Quin put in his guys. We got to let him go out and get his staff. We got to go out and let him get his personnel. But I know me and Matt were just talking about what this means for as far as staffing, and who Quin is kind of trying to get a feel of bringing in and what type of guys he's trying to bring in. I mean, Matt could tell you more about that, but I just
So I want to
go ahead real quick. Xavier, who did Quin remove? Everyone that was on the staff. Every Prunty, Jameel McMillan, Nick Van Exel, Mike Lombardi, they're all gone, right?
Fired everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Matt,
I did. Prunty was given an opportunity to stay on, not as lead assistant, but I guess you would consider a demotion. Certain people would, but obviously, like step down from that lead assistant role into another assistant role, but he declined that. So he's moving on. You read and listen to Houston. He might go to Houston as Udoka's lead assistant, or Detroit's interested. Boston is interested. So Joe Prunty's gonna have a lot of options.
Yeah. We're bringing in, I believe his name is Mike Bray, from Notre Dame, just to kind of, I don't think he's coming in as a lead assistant, but just to kind of get a fresh new fragrance on the staff. Try to build a really good staff, bring in maybe a experienced coach, maybe like a Frank Vogel, someone to kind of run that defense, and then maybe adding some more offensive minds to kind of bounce off of what Quin is already thinking. I know Matt brought up some college coaches. You can kind of explain what the thought process there, but I really like it.
So I want to start off and say that I'm no Shams or Woj, but I do have friends in scouting for various sports agencies around the country, and just not just pertaining to the Hawks, just nationally. So the idea is that obviously Quin is going to bring in some assistant coaches, experienced NBA assistant coaches, but he's also going to bring in at least 1, if not 2, college coaches to his staff to really push the envelope offensively and bring in some college concepts and different college offensive sets and motions to the offense to kind of blend in with his more sophisticated offense. So it's more of a 4-out offensive system where you are, surrounding the perimeter with ball handling and shooting, and there's constant motion, there's constant movement,
right?
There's freedom of movement. You have, concepts and sets and plays that run into each other. So you have, a series of cuts and back cuts and flare cuts and scissor cuts. And you have a lot of offensive sets and a lot of movement, a lot of flow that runs into each other. So if you think about it from obviously just on the baseline, if you think about like Jay Wright, right, in college, Villanova, that coach Villanova um, offense, and you think about some of the offensive concepts that they used and how they used the 4-out system that 4-out system, you 4-out 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 system, 4 and 1-out system, and you have a lot of movement, you have a lot of ball penetration, corner threes, and a lot of plays run into each other. So that's what Quin is looking to do. Bring in a couple college coaches to his staff to help blend because his offense is known to be around the league rather sophisticated and complex. So bring in some college coaches offensively to help blend in some of the open floor college concepts into his more sophisticated, elaborate offensive schemes.
Okay.
Which helps with a team that's considered to have a low IQ.
What you in here lying about, man?
Huh? Matt is a truth teller. Matt only speaks facts. Matt only speaks facts.
Yeah, I didn't have to go to that birthday party. My wife went by herself. Woo woo woo.
Hey, I told Matt, I was like, man, let's hop on here. I said let's do a good 25 minutes because I mean I didn't want to just keep going off and rambling about whatever, But what you think, Damon? I mean, obviously we talked about the exit interviews, but as far as Quin cleaning house, bringing in his guys to try to build something, bring in something new, bring in a new era of Hawks basketball.
I mean, first of all, I agree with you because that's what I was gonna do, like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? My thought, my saying. I don't want to take up too much of people's time, but I'm 100% behind it. I'm 100% behind it. Because I want it to be. I don't want no excuses. You see what I'm saying? I don't want nobody saying, "Hey, he playing with LP and Nate." Blah blah. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. But I do like it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We probably do need a whole a fresh start as far as assistant coaches. I didn't think we was really getting nothing from the assistants. I wish we could have kept what's my guy name? We pulled in the assistant we got who was supposed to be the defensive guy who came
Lambardi?
from not Purdy. Purdy was
Lambardi.
Yeah. I wish we could have kept him because I would like to see
the defense sucked.
Well, Demar, I was thinking we may bring in a guy like Frank Vogel, the coach our defense.
I mean, I don't know what type of relationship that Quin has with other head coaches. What I should have done, I should have went and looked who was on his staff in his Utah days. I don't know what his coaching tree looks like.
I can see us bringing back someone like Alex Jensen, who was in Utah with him.
Mm-hmm. If you could get Johnny Bryant from the Knicks, maybe. Although he's the lead assistant in New York, so I don't know.
I'm gonna have to do some hunting, man. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research as far as.
Or Taylor Jenkins, his old assistant back from the G League.
Why would Taylor Jenkins leave a head coach position in Memphis?
I don't know if he's gonna keep that after what just happened in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, let's keep it a buck, man. Yeah, we know. I mean, we know Memphis wasn't really that good. They ran their mouth a lot, but you know how the game
goes. They won 52 games.
Yeah, but Matt, we can all agree the playoffs is different when you play a team a minimum 4 times. You know,
They shouldn't have lost. They shouldn't have lost to the Lakers. I mean, I get they
well,
had some injuries, but
I can
no,
take
not
the
in
loss.
5 games.
I can deal with them losing. What I can't deal with is going out in a must-win game by 40.
Yeah,
That's
so I mean,
crazy.
they might bring back Taylor Jenkins, but if I'm them, if I'm
What about
Tayshaun,
you think Nick Nurse wouldn't mind being on us be an assistant?
no, I don't think he's gonna be that. I don't think he's gonna do that.
I don't think he's gonna get another head coaching job, not on a winning team.
You don't think he'll go to Milwaukee?
Nah, I don't think Milwaukee gonna go at him, man. Mm-mm.
Um,
Hey, did Milwaukee fire Bud yet? What's up, fellas?
Not
he
yet.
ain't fired
no,
yet.
not yet. Hey,
Not yet. Yet is the key word.
But you know what? You know what I think though?
I feel bad for
I think the
Bud.
only reason Bud won't get fired is because of Giannis. I think Giannis is probably gonna say, "Hey, let's run it back one more time." I did miss
No,
2
you heard
games
us
in
the
the
comment. You heard us the comments at the end of the game.
It's still, but he can that he just put out in public how he feels. So
I just feel. I mean, the front office, they if they do, they ain't gonna do it too soon. Because I didn't know
Well,
that.
I think it's probably gonna come from ownership. That new ownership group they got.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, they gonna go to Giannis. Yeah, and I don't think Giannis. Because let's be real, Giannis missed 2 games in the series. Okay, you could really go at their roster, but like you said, Bud does have a big part of them losing. I mean, not playing Crowder. You know, that's a big question mark. But I wouldn't mind if Bud got fired, but I don't think Bud is at. I don't think he at that point in his career to where. I don't want to say. Let me say it like this. I don't think Bud's ego would allow him to be an assistant under
oh no,
one of his
You talking about
former-
here?
no,
Yeah,
hell, I
yeah.
don't want him.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
I don't want him.
Ain't no
Hell
way.
no.
Ain't no way he gonna come here and be
No, ain't
an
no way he
assistant to
gonna be
one of
assistant, but
his
I don't want him.
assistants.
And remember,
Yeah.
Demond, they said his relationship with Wrestler was real bad at the end.
Well, that's
Well,
because remember when Wrestler bought the team, Bud was the GM and the coach.
He
And
got
I
demoted.
think he hurt Bud feelings
Yeah,
when he took away the president role from him. And then,
Which he
Bud
should
really
have.
didn't want to be part, he didn't really want to be part of a rebuild. So,
Well,
but
and I-
like I said, I'm all for Quin. I'm all for Quin letting these guys go. Salute to Quin because he did it early. So that's giving us old assistants time to go find a gig or whatever, But I like it because it ain't no excuses now.
I
None.
think I just seen
Now,
Nate's son at Checkers.
well, maybe he can get an assistant. Maybe he
He's
can
still-
get he can get an assistant that know how to do inbound plays.
He didn't have time to implement them,
Hey.
Demond.
I'm just saying, maybe he can.
Hey,
Maybe he
hey,
can
real quick,
fucking
if I can speak on the topic.
inbound.
Hey, I'm gonna
Bobby
get a
Kid.
clip. I'm gonna get a clip. I'm gonna send it to analyst so he could clip it in here. Where they had one of the guys that covered Quin when he was in Utah, and he said, "Analyst, this will make you happy." They said that he has, I think they said over 700 something plays, something like that.
So
750, something like that.
that's
let me speak on what y'all the whole topic of it is real quick. And Matt, why would I be mad if Hunter said something like he said about Quin? Why would I be mad? There's no reason, right?
I know how much you like Nate, and
No,
I know you're saying the players need
Nate
to
needed to
mature.
go. Nate needed to go. What my issue is that stop blaming the coach. Just going to get into what I'm going to say. I saw most of the interviews. No, I probably saw 2/3 of it, so I ain't caught up to anything. Yeah, I'm going to say it like this. They said almost the same bullshit with Nate, right? My whole part in all this elaborate, complex, sophisticated offensive play, we got some dumb motherfuckers around here. As the man said, they dumb, right? So it doesn't matter how sophisticated it is, it's still basketball. If these dudes couldn't pick up with Nate, so for me, I don't have a problem with Quin. Nate needed to go. A new voice needed to be heard. Period. That's point blank. So at the same time, when the players gonna be accountable for themselves? is all I'm talking about, right? They need to be accountable, right? Again, hey, maybe that new voice get them there, but they dumb. Let's keep it 100. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't know this till later. Yeah, Bud brother died right in the middle of the series.
Yeah, in the car accident.
Yeah, I said, man, I feel so bad for Bud. He probably couldn't even focus during the game planning, you know.
Yeah, I
But
probably would have.
What's
Me
up,
personally,
Pharaoh?
I probably wouldn't have coached. To be honest, depending on
he,
what the family member was, I probably wouldn't have coached. Period.
it was his brother.
Oh yeah, they soft too.
Oh, I'm definitely not coaching in. Hell no. Ain't no way you can focus off. Hell no. I wouldn't have
Yeah,
coached.
it was his brother, and
I wouldn't
I
have
mean, he coached, but when they put the camera on him, I just said this in general. I was like, man, Bud don't look right. You know, he looked, you know, he just looked like some off. And then come to find out that came out. Man, Twitter an apology that they were dragging that man, and then they gonna put it out there. Oh, but Bud's brother died. Maybe this is why he was making this adjustment. I was like, man, y'all cruel, man.
Hey man, hey,
Y'all
social media is something else.
Just
It's
cruel.
all,
And they
it's
don't
all,
care.
It's
still
all fun and
undefeated.
games until it's your family member.
Exactly. You know.
It's all fun and games. Then you want people to. I need y'all show me some respect. Show me some. Nah, motherfucker.
Where? Oh, Gerald probably not going to join us. I'm looking good so far.
He talking about
On what?
the Denver and the Phoenix game.
Me and Gerald betting on Phoenix and Denver.
Hey, you just make sure you keep my bet.
Well,
keep my bet
about
too.
the Falcons? About the
Don't
Falcons?
Yep.
What's the bet, Demond?
That the Falcons gonna make the playoff this year.
Oh hell yeah! Can I get in on that?
You be making dumb bets.
I don't know if I like Robinson, but I don't know if he can save Ritter.
Well, you don't like Ritter either, but they didn't brought too much talent in to not make the playoffs.
It remind me of Matt Ryan rookie year. We went out and got Michael Turner and ran that ball, and we was on and popping from then. Matter of fact, yeah, Matt Ryan went to playoff his first year. Yep, sure did.
Hey Matt, can I
Still
get
have to
50
make
on
some
that?
Matt Ryan is considerably better than Ritter.
Matt, can I get 50 on that?
Okay.
50?
What 50? Matt only bet 500 and up, baby.
Okay. So,
Matt in the mix match right now, 500 and up. Matt ain't talking to you. You ain't 500
Hey,
and up.
hey, you see that? You see that background, man?
Nah.
You see that background?
So Matt, you taking that bet? Yes. Hold on.
I'm trying to get generational
Matt,
wealth. I'm trying to get like y'all generational wealth.
That the Falcons. I'm saying the Falcons going to make the playoff. You saying they're not, right? Look at he froze up.
Yeah, I'm saying they're not.
Say what now?
No, I said yeah. I said no.
So you said no.
No.
You're not.
I think they're gonna have a winning season. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. No.
So are you taking that bet?
Yeah,
though?
I'll take it.
So I'm betting
winning
the
season.
Falcons.
Yeah, 50. I'll take it.
The Falcons won't, right? Right?
A winning season. Why you
50,
playing?
No, not winning season. Foot making the playoffs. Foot 50. They won't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm saying the Falcons gonna make the playoffs. You said the Falcons aren't. That's correct, right?
What I'm telling y'all is this, man. A
Deal.
winning season, bro. Fuck around, a winning season might win the division this year.
Hey, so that's gonna be 150. I'm gonna get off you, Matt.
Hey, that's a.
Hey, Demond.
Hey, you know, hey, Foot, you're already down bad because you know John Collins didn't even show up for his exit interview.
So what?
You're already out of
What
here.
that mean? What that mean? That don't mean nothing.
So I got half. I won half the bet already.
No, you ain't. John's still
Maybe
here.
John was sick.
John, I ain't worried about it. John's still here.
John was sick. Demond, he didn't even talk to the media after they lost.
Hey man, I like you the easy.
Yeah, he did talk to him after they lost. He didn't do an exit interview.
Yeah, he talked to him after game 6.
Oh, the lady from the AJC said he declined.
No, they got it right on YouTube. Maybe he didn't want to talk to her.
Oh, maybe, but yeah, she said she went to his locker. He declined.
Yeah, he didn't feel like talking to her. He's like, get up. But he went to the the press conference though.
Oh, yeah, because I said, dang, everybody talking to her.
I know. We need to get Hunter up out of here while you tripping.
Nah.
What? Excuse me?
No, he played a great series.
He played great.
Outside of the
I'm
first
not doing
game.
it tonight.
Outside of the first game, he played
Good.
great.
Guess what he did? Just like in the words of Matt, he raised his trade value.
Hey, playoff Dre.
He raised his trade value. You might be able to get a lottery pick for him.
No. He said Landry and Quin talked to him about ways that they can brainstorm together to improve his game, and they didn't give him anything in particular.
I like
so
it.
that means he played well.
That's good. That's what you're supposed to tell them. Keep him motivated, and then in the background, put together the package, get him up out of here. You know. But back to the point, man. My bad, man. My wife went to that birthday party, bro. She said in 7 minutes, give her a call.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
I have to give her a call in 7 minutes, guys. Be like, hey, I need you to come home. But but back to the point, man. Cause you know my saying. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time.
You know how that works, yeah.
I agree with Quin 100%. Clean house. I agree 100%. So we know he getting the dude from college, Notre Dame. Did he get fired or he just was unemployed? What was the status with this guy?
He retired from Notre Dame.
Oh, you talking about Mike Gray?
Okay.
You talking about Mike Gray? He retired last season.
He was there for like what, 20 years, 15, something.
Oh, okay. All right. And now I can't wait. I'm ready for the season to end, bro. Cause I want to see what player moves we do, man. That's what I want to see, man.
Yeah,
player movement. But
yeah.
You know what?
We already know two of them.
I will say this. I did enjoy Trey's exit interview. He seemed real motivated. I think he said he's gonna take 2 weeks off from basketball. I don't blame him. I probably would take a month off if I was him. But hopefully
he need to get back right mentally.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you do just need a break. You do need a break from that shit, man. You feel me? So I enjoyed that. I listened to Hunter's interview. I listened to Quin's interview, and Quin to me, man, he seems. I like Trey said he was very cerebral, which is a good thing. Because the problem is. All the
come on, Foot.
What?
Come on now. Come on now. And then look at Terrence over there just keep getting it. Come on.
Man, Foot just pulled a John Harris.
Come on now.
Hey, the problem is, do y'all believe that our players are cerebral? Because when you cerebral, that means one, you understand the game and you see the game differently. Like LeBron is cerebral. He sees the game way different than people he play against. You see what I'm saying? That's why he know other teams' plays. He know what other players supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all believe our players are cerebral at that level to where the coach being cerebral even helps?
No, but I think a coach like Quin could raise collectively the IQ of the team because he got a good feel individually. I think Hunter said that, or maybe it was Bay. It's something to be said that he could talk to them individually one way, but talk to them collectively another way, and it's the same type of message.
Is being cerebral the problem, or is it just these players that we have are stubborn as hell?
Bro, there we go, Roger. You get me to it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I think DeMond really summed it up when he went to the what was it? What was the game you went to, DeMond? When they played
Spurs,
and you said Quin, analysts I think called it out as well. He drew the play up, and the players went out there and did the exact opposite of what he drew.
Yeah.
Is it just the fact that
they dumb, bro?
How do you do that? Like, how does the coach draw the play, and then you go out there and be like, "We doing our own thing"? Like, That should be blowing my mind, bro. Like,
hey man,
the way I am, bro. If I did that and I seen them do that, bro, I'm immediately taking them niggas out the game, bro. I don't care
the thing
what
is,
the
man,
situation
we're
is.
comparing NBA to a regular job. Now, see, if you do that at a regular job, Matt, you work in HR, your ass would be fired. You know what I'm saying?
That got a trigger finger.
I'll fire you real quick.
Exactly. So my point is, man, I don't.
Hey, you do the right thing and they'll write you up.
But my thing is this, like I said, man, I don't even think it's an IQ thing, man. I think these boys are just stubborn as hell. They are stubborn.
Yeah.
I think they have a mindset. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna do it. I hear what you saying.
Do what I want to do.
I'm gonna do it my way.
Which kind of leads to them being dumb.
I don't know, man. I don't understand. I think they just be trying to wing it too damn much or something. It don't make no sense.
They don't listen.
You know what? I believe when the players wing it,
all this falling under a dumb umbrella.
They do it because they don't.
Say it again, Pharaoh.
What'd you say?
All falling under a dumb umbrella.
Yep. When you wing it like that, I think they don't believe in what the coach is saying.
I think that sometimes in some situations, but in most situations, like especially with what Michael Smith be talking about, you know, when you in them, like when they be out there, they'll run a play or two, but I think sometimes that happens after the coach kind of get them to run a set or something. But for the most part, man, they be out there just freestyling anyway. Like in most situations, like when you talk to them after the game or hear some of these interviews, they put like this: when they're thinking, that's when they're trying to run something. When they ain't thinking, they just moving around and passing to whoever, and they do that a lot.
Here's my thing with that type of logic as a coach or as a player. My thinking with that type of logic is that's dumb as hell. Let me explain to you why. If we all taking a standardized test, and I say, hey man, these the answers to the test. A, B, C, and D, E, F, G. These the answers. And you get in there and you take that test and your ass get a 50. I'm looking at you funny style. Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Like in most cases, from high school to college, even to the NBA, a lot of times you're playing off instinct. So I get it. But the use of a play or a set, you know what I'm saying, is to reel you back in when you ain't really making a good play to take a good shot or something. But I get it. But at the same time, man, them cats out there be out there just wow.
But
you know how you play off instinct? You play off instinct when you practice and drill the same stuff over.
Yeah. And that's what they do, really. But I don't know. And that's really what they do. Duh.
I mean, it goes back. Y'all know me. I'm always bring up the Army shit, but it's just like in the Army. Like we drill certain situations over and over again. So when shit hit the fan, you actually just moving off instinct. Nobody got to tell you what to do. You doing it out of instinct because you drill it over and over again.
That though is your life is at risk and your team's life is at risk. You know. And that's why I brought up the point where, you know, we think about it working a regular 9 to 5. You screw up or you don't listen to your supervisor, that's it. You're done. But when you look at a situation like this, when you talk about millions of dollars these guys are making, they legit do their own thing a lot of the times, man. And I say,
no, RJ, that's because the coach allows it.
I agree with that too.
That's true too.
You don't get away with that in San Antonio, dog.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what's different though, RJ.
Yeah.
Quin has personnel power now.
That's what I'm gonna say.
He got personnel power. So when you do him dirty, he can be like, "Don't make me make no moves, pimp."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get you up out of here. And that threat is different when they know you got power.
Don't make me make no move.
Don't make me make a move, pimp.
Hey, speak. Go ahead, RJ.
Hey, man, Quin. Hey, man, listen, he got LeBron James power right now. You know when people were hollering at Russell Westbrook when LeBron was like, "LeBron's gonna trade you." That's what Quin got right now. You get out there and act the fool, Quin's gonna trade you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what? He needed that power, man, because when you think about it, even though I don't really count Nate and LP as really long tenure, were thought to be long tenure coaches, but at the same time, though, like that, like shit.
You heard
Trey probably look at it like, man, hey, I'm good with the wrestlers, bro. Like I ain't gotta worry about you. Like what you gonna do? But now, you know what I'm saying? Quin control all that.
But one of my biggest
that Lloyd Pierce was just a
temporary
guy.
You mean
and Nate McMillan basically caught the coattails of Trey elevating his play.
Hey, I don't know if you've been reading my tweets, but I tweeted that exact thing by like early in the year. I was like, damn, he sound like me, bro.
Perkins, right? He said Nate wasn't even the choice.
He a bandwagon type of analyst, dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm right with it because that's the same exact thing I said. Shit, that pick and roll really got Nate his shine.
Nate wasn't even an option. He just hopped on when Trey elevated.
There's some truth to that.
That's what most coaches do, right? When they take over in the middle of a season.
But go ahead. What'd you say, Bud?
I said, hey, Quin ass better do something. Because he on the clock. I don't give a damn.
Oh yeah, he gonna do something.
Quin, another coach. What I'm saying is
that y'all gonna fire another coach?
No.
No.
Listen to me. What I'm saying, dude, I'm tired of losing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of this bullshit. Whoever, I don't care if Quin, it was fucking
Quin on the clock, baby.
Whoever the coach is, they are on the clock.
Nate Archibald.
So that I was just talking to analysts about this. So what's y'all realistic? I have to put that word in there. Realistic expectation. Keep in mind we was 41-41. What's your real expectations for next season?
I don't know, man. I don't know
what they gonna do in offseason.
Okay.
Listen, that's the question. Hold on. Let me say this before y'all answer that and answer it with this then, because I had posted something in the Hawk group, and I don't know if y'all caught Quin interview, but when Quin was on 92.9, he said some interesting things, man. Like the way he was talking about we need a badass big man. And
he said we need players that can shoot and dribble. I was like,
yeah. And the way that he took up for Dre when Mike talked about it, because Mike Bell was like, you know what I'm saying, what about Dre? You know what I'm saying? He got his ups and downs. Quin was like, well, shit, have y'all thought about that? Maybe he need to stop getting the ball when it's only like 2 seconds left on the shot clock. I said, shit, nigga, that shit right there was spicy.
Maybe
I said, bro, they talk. They've been talking in that office.
You heard that, Pharaoh?
Hey, they've been.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
Quin would have told me. I don't know the he's like, well, tell your point guard stop dribbling the damn ball.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, Demond. That's what he's talking about. They've been having that conversation.
They've been having that conversation. Do with the actual basketball thing.
You know, hold on, what Hunter get the ball with 2 seconds.
Quin is over like,
it's just Trey DeMond or the point guard.
Yeah, Trey dribble out the shot clock, and you know
but that's what I'm saying though.
Quin don't have no real offensive system.
No, well, you can't put that on Quin yet. I wouldn't even put that on Quin yet. Why not? Because that was happening way before Quin. That was happening way before Quin even got here. Like that's just a continuation.
But we win these games, y'all be like, look at Quin work,
bro. I mean, but you got to make it make sense though, dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta get them habits out anyway.
There and get Quin credit for wins, but you can't give him credit for losses.
I tell you what. Well, hold on. Well, for me personally, I would not.
You're talking about a couple possessions. We talking about
Quin's fault, man. But soon as we win, man, look
bro,
at Quin with the number 2 offense.
Well, hold on. That's kind of beside the point right now, though, bro, because you can't really quantify that with what's been going on. Like, totally. Like, if you're gonna say that, you gotta look at what they were doing when they were still here. This ain't never the same shit.
What they correct me if I'm wrong. When Nate was here, we went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow,
it was all.
Hold on.
Well, hold on. If we're gonna hold on. If we're gonna do that, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna keep it real then. And this is my opinion on that. Nate, we thought Nate might have helped them boys get some extra excitement to go deep in the playoffs. But that whole right. But that playoff was really Trey and Capella and both. And Game 7, Kevin. Hey man, because Nate was the coach.
There you go. That's all I need.
Hold on. No. But you also need to know. Nate was a coach when we was 500. Then his ass got fired. Something ain't right. So it's really the players. It's really the players.
Then Quin finished 500. Actually, Quin finished under 500.
Even if he got fired, Phil.
Damn. Well, below.
Who was the coach when we went to the conference finals?
Hey, bro, that was man. The conference finals was Trey.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
When Nate took over the team, Phil, was we above 500? Yes or no?
When what? When Nate took over,
was we above 500?
Nate left the team where he.
Well, we above 500 when Nate took over. Phil.
No.
Nate took over. We were
Nate got the team.
left.
So you telling me?
You know what? Hold on.
Who's below 500?
Hold on. I'm gonna help.
He don't get no credit.
Hold on. Let me put all this into perspective. You know what it is? No. That shit half-ass, bro. Check me out. No, check it out.
If we were 500 with the same players, and Nate take over with the same players, and we go to the conference final, and we finish above 500, how he doesn't get no credit?
Because he finished under 500.
You see. Man, listen. He came in. He came in and helped us get to a team where we can get to a 500.
What was the record?
Now we need somebody to take us to 10 to 12 games above 500.
You have to understand where Demond is coming from. He had to listen
to
analysts and Matt talk about how bad Nate McMillan was. So he's right now.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, man. My boy over there hot, bro. Like, what's going on, right nigga? Jeez.
I ain't hot. I'm just loud. I'm just loud, man.
I know.
I'm just saying. Keep it a buck. You can't sit here and praise Quin. Look what Quin did.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I would not praise Quin right now because I still got to see what he do going in the next season. I just give him some grace right now because he came in the middle just to do an evaluation. Okay, if you want to keep it real. I ain't tripping on Quin.
I get all that. Hold on.
He can have the grace, but he ain't done shit.
I get on that. I get all that, but at the same time, bro, it don't take a minute to fix some of our deficiencies.
That's true. That's true.
Because Matt been praying what he fixed. There's a lot of stuff he could have fixed. So,
but you know what though? You know what? I think to your point. I think some of that is kind of like I don't know how to explain it. Like them guys got to really take responsibility themselves, and I think shit gonna get real, and they'll start to do it once this team change because there's a lot of changes coming in this offseason. Just like how when they fired Nate, LP the same time. The first time.
Quick second, bro. We got to get off this coach thing. Let's look at the players, bro. Statistically, every player on the Atlanta Hawks roster was down, bro. Trae Young was down statistically. John Collins was down statistically. Bogey was down statistically. All of our guys.
That's real.
Statistically.
Well, didn't Hunter say that? Hunter said that, RJ.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think more so than the coach, and I think the reason why Demond keeps bringing up Nate was because Demond understands we kept talking about, bro, the players are not good right now. And everybody kept saying it was coaching. The truth of the matter is the players were not good this year. None of them. If we want to keep it a buck, none of these players were good this year. Trae
Talk to him, RJ. Talk to him, preach.
Listen, man, this was a historically bad season for the young core, bro. Historically bad. So the thing is, instead of worrying about
RJ,
hold on, Matt. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me get this in here though, because I gotta say this. Historically, our players were bad, but I want to say this: what we need to see this offseason, these boys after they take their mental health days and get rested and all that good stuff, bro. Trae Young needs to come back with a consistent 3. Murray needs to come back with a 3, and Murray needs to be a better on-ball defender. I think he can do it. He needs to be better with that. JC, he got a lot of work to do. JC,
he ain't coming back.
He needs to get a dribble. He needs to be able to create for himself. And JC also needs to be more consistent with the 3. Hunter, bro, he got to stop dribbling into damn defenders all the damn time. That's one of his biggest problems. He dribble right into his defender. He's got to work on that. I think what this team really needs, we need our starting 5 to take a major step forward. I think Trey took some of that step when we saw him in the playoffs a little bit, and I think that's going to carry over. But listen, man, them other guys out there, they're going to have to really work on their game, especially Murray, because he's supposed to be our Robin to Trey's Batman. He has to work on that, man. Because you can't listen, man. I hear what you're saying. I know you're not really a big fan of him, but the truth of the matter is, he's going to be here, and I think the Hawks are going to give him that deal he's looking for.
Facts.
So we need him to take that next step, just like and I want to say the same thing about Jalen Johnson, who I love. Jalen Johnson has to take a major step forward. He has to become more aggressive. He has to work on his
AJ too.
And AJ
who
too.
got to take a major step, RJ?
Yeah.
You know who got to take a major step? Trey Young.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
got to
definitely.
take a major step as a leader. Like he has to be a leader now. All
Yes.
that.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's going to happen too. Because the way you talk about Quin, I think it's going to happen.
One of the biggest things I talked about, when we went on that huge run 2 years ago, there was a lot of unity with this team, man. Guys were together. They were unified. And Foot is a coach. He knows how important it is for players to really be unified on the court, man, and have good communication. Bro, in the offseason, I need Trey Young to be the leader and be the man of the team, man. He needs to say, hey, fellas, I'm coming to L.A. I need y'all in L.A. with me. We need to get us some shots. We need to be working on our game. We need to build our chemistry.
Say they're working out of Atlanta.
And come to Atlanta and do it.
Work out of Atlanta.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is this, man. I think the coach is fine. I think what we need is our players, especially our star player in Trey. We need these guys to take some major leaps forward, man. And I think if we see our starting 5 take a leap forward, now we're really talking about something. I think you can you can call finals. I think you can call a 50-win team. We need Trey got to
improve. Trey got to improve his defense. He needs to improve his on-ball defense because he's a liability on the defensive side of the ball. He allowed too much
Steph Curry defense. I think Trey can give us Steph Curry defense.
Conwell got to stop being scared and play some real defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, man. Listen. Trey Young. This team gonna go with Trey Young goes. As you saw this year, when he shot the first half of the season like shit, we couldn't win no games.
Yes, sir.
December, let me quote Matt. Well, you know, from the late December to May, you know, his shooting went up. Yeah, it went up. And you saw the Hawks play better basketball when his shot percentage went up, where he won't shooting 20% from 3 and 30% from the field like he did in the first half of the season. And I'm gonna add this too. That shit ain't get this Quin shit. Let me tell you something. According to Matt, Trey started shooting better at the end of December. Okay, under Nate McMillan.
Hey,
under Nate McMillan. So I don't want to hear that. Trey got
listen,
better
man, for the chat.
Under
y'all have to understand.
What's the word? Under Quin. Okay, he
got. Hold on. Wait a minute. And I gotta go back and replay this. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure. Hunter said this. That everybody numbers improved under Quin. It was either Trey or Hunter. I believe it was.
It don't matter because
you said everybody numbers improved.
I didn't finish Hunter, so I had
Hunter gone, bro.
You said what?
Listen,
we getting rid of Hunter, dog.
No, we not. Hell no.
We getting rid of Hunter.
No, we not.
Daisy, man.
No, we not.
Gold.
But RJ, what you just said. What you just said, a couple of things. One, that's why I asked earlier, like, what's y'all expectations for next season? Because I think it's unrealistic. If we just being real basketball fans, it's unrealistic to expect the team to go. Yes, it's a disappointing season, of course, but it's unrealistic to expect to go from 41 wins to 58, which how many Boston won this year?
Why?
You know what I'm saying? In one summer.
Hey, I'll say
throughout basketball and throughout NBA history, that's rare.
Hey, man, I disagree with that, man. I think this team can go to 50 wins next year.
No, I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying 50 wins. I'm saying 58, like on the same level as Boston.
Nobody don't think we're gonna be number one in the league.
Hold on. Check this out, though, man. If you look at the games we lost, they've been talking about statistics. How many the close games? How close we lost these games? It was because of dumb decisions and low IQ ass basketball. So fix that, and you automatically add to about 10 to 15 wins right there.
In one season?
I just think that. I mean, I just think. If you look at history, there's only been 6 teams to increase their win total about 15 plus in 1 year. That's just not the norm.
I'm looking at the players, dude. I'm looking at the players.
Hold on, Foot. But that statistic tells me it can be done. It can be done if our starting five, whoever's that starting five, bro, if they put in the work, they got to put in the work this offseason, bro. Because let me tell you, man.
Hey, Foot, they copping please already, Foot. They copping please.
I expect a 50-win season. I expect very close to a top 10 defense, top 5 offense. I do have expectations, but I
don't see it.
I'm just saying, like Demond. If we don't
42 games,
that with the majority of people you want to keep.
Demond, if we don't make the finals next year, is it a failure?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
See, he's saying yes. That's why I said we got to align the expectations.
The whole
point. I think that's crazy.
Wait. Why are we paying Trey $200 million to do what? To lead us where?
To advance in the playoffs.
No, we got to do that. I'm saying conference finals or actual finals, like against
actual finals. He said
no. That's why I asked about y'all expectations because Demond said finals. I think that's
it's more than two. It's more than 200 million players, and only 2 make it. Or 3, depending on however many. There's only 2 teams that make it to the finals.
Hey, listen, man.
I'm expecting.
Go ahead. Listen. I believe in Trae Young, bro. I really do.
I do.
And I think he's that guy. I believe he's that dude. And I'm gonna tell you this here. I do believe they can make it to the finals next year. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain to you why. I believe what Foot just said, bro. If you start listening to your head coach more. And then I think 2, we need to see I'm going to tell you this, bro. If we see that team play like how they played when they played those games in Boston, bro, that's a finals team, man.
And we got to stop being dumb.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's a
you got to show me they're going to stop playing to their competition.
I mean, because RJ, where I'm looking at it like I'm watching the Denver game right now, right? Denver has won 50 games a year the last 5 years, and they still can't get to the finals. So they probably won't make it this year.
So Matt, I'm not looking at the total wins we have a year, right? I'm looking at what we do in the playoffs. I'm with Demond. I ain't say you got to win. For me, with what I've seen, with the talent we have constructed today, I need finals. And the coach, look, I need finals. If you're trying to sit here and tell me that that's undoable, that's crazy. Then
next season is undoable.
Yes.
Matt copping please, man. He copping please.
Let me. I'm gonna get. A matter of fact, Matt, I'm not even going to go the DeAndre Hunter route. I believe if you can get a better 4 in there, let's just say you can get a 4 that can ball handle and attack the basket, John Collins' position, you get somebody better than him, right? I think that's automatic right there, man.
Hey, speaking of that, it depends on Toronto, man, what they gonna do.
Hey man, you talking my language. I say go get a Pascal Siakam. Fuck them picks.
There's no way they're gonna do that.
He taller.
There's no way.
You got that length, man.
Hey man,
if y'all think we're going into the luxury tax after coming off a 41-win season and Russell already don't want to do it,
we don't have no choice. If we don't, we done.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I was at that Hawks game, bro. Wrestler don't need to be worried about going in no luxury tracks. Them fans, bro, them fans.
He said it was gonna take some time.
Luxury tax the last 4 years.
No, look, he's not gonna go into the luxury track with no trash. Coonan came out and said that. He don't came out and say, and I don't
Yeah.
blame him with that
Yeah.
trash that they was adding in. Unless we could get something going, because it was trash, right?
And I'm gonna tell you another reason why I think they can make the finals. I think next year, I think the Hawks may have one of the best benches in the league, man.
We got one now.
Yeah, I think if Jalen Johnson takes
Because
a
of
step
Quin.
forward, if JJ takes, because man, I know
Man, we talking about players, not the
if
coach.
Jalen Johnson takes that step forward, like Damon said, a young Scottie
What's up,
Pippen,
mama?
man, I see it. I think Jalen Johnson can be
Okay,
that
thank
dude.
you. Tell her I said.
I want man. He get more confident in his shot in these NBA games like he did in the
I'm telling you, bro.
with the G League. Hey man,
hold on,
that boy could be dangerous.
RJ, are you expecting Jalen to start next year?
Hell no.
No, hell no.
I'm not expecting to start next year. I'm not expecting to start next year. That's why I said
Them last two games I saw, hell no.
Hey,
No, he needs to start, man. This was kind of like his
That's
rookie
what
season.
because that's what I'm saying. When you say finals, I'm trying to.
Well, put like this, Matt. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals with almost less.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? It can happen.
Hold on,
It can happen.
Phil. Let me ask you a question. Is the Knicks better than that year we made the conference finals?
Yeah. They look like it. They look like it. They look.
Is the Cavaliers
No.
better than that year?
No.
The Cavaliers not better. It's not
No.
better today.
No, man. Hell no.
Hold on. You said
Hell no.
you said is the Cavaliers better than the Hawks?
Cleveland Cavaliers? No, they're not.
No, they are not.
They won 19 games.
Hold on.
Matt,
Matt,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Guess
I ain't gonna go by no
guess who
record.
we got that they don't got, Matt. We got Quin Snyder.
I got that. I'm saying,
You told me, Matt, that Quin Snyder is the best.
you trying to be funny, Damon. I got
Damon, wow, man. No, but hold on. Matt. Right. Matt.
Other teams,
Hold on, Devon. Let me ask you something right quick. Matt, you know that you really can't just sit up here and say a team better than the other one just really based off records. After especially what the fuck we just seen.
No.
Sometimes you can. Most times you can.
Phil, I'm not saying they're better than Phil, I'm not saying they're better. I'm not saying they're better than us. I'm saying they got better than what they were 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, they are. No doubt.
Multiple teams in the East have gotten better than what they did 2 years ago. So I'm saying y'all want us to get back to where we were 2 years ago, ignoring the fact that other teams got better.
Man, listen, we're just saying it's possible, bro. We're just saying it's possible.
It's not possible next season.
Hear me out.
It's possible next
Michael
season,
Jordan
my nigga.
walking through that door.
My nigga, it's possible.
Hear me out on this.
Hey, yo.
The reason
I'm
why
about to get up out of here, family.
All right.
So I'm about to end the show unless y'all want to keep chopping it up. If y'all want to keep chopping it up, man, Matt and Foot, just hit me on Twitter.
Yeah, run it.
When y'all get close, say y'all about 5 minutes out being done, I come back and end the show.
All right.
Hey, but here's my thing.
Y'all want to keep it going?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all gonna keep it going, Matt and
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, let RJ get his point out.
On Twitter. Let me know when y'all get ready to finish.
All right. Here's my thing, though. This is why I think they can make the finals. I think the Atlanta Hawks, especially in our own conference, I think we got one of the best benches in the league. And I think one of the things that hurt Cleveland was the fact they didn't have a strong bench. And I think that's what led to them losing those games in the playoffs. So here's my thing, man. If Jalen Johnson is the guy that I truly believe he is, and I'm not saying a starter, but I'm saying a guy who can come off the bench and give you anywhere between 15 to 16 points a night. I do believe he can do that. And then I look at AJ Griffin, who I think ran into a slump in the middle of the season. I think he's going to get back to form. Those are two key bench guys. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my boy Sadiq Bey. Y'all were the ones turned on to Sadiq Bey. I was so down on him when we drafted him. But y'all like that, man, and the kid really showed up. Here's my thing, man. The Hawks have if the starting five takes the step forward like I know they're going to, and that bench rises to the occasion like they should, bro. I'm telling you, man, I do believe the Hawks can have a finals team, man. I really
Hey,
Man, listen,
let's let Marquise
go ahead,
get in.
put.
Let's let Marquise been trying to get in, fellas. Marquise.
All right. Okay. All right. About this team. First of all, as far as what Matt's question earlier about the shoot, I forgot what it was, but yeah, when I see this team can improve for one, I do feel like they do gotta trade I do feel like they got to trade John Collins only because, man, eventually the trade rumors whether the is trying to what forget about it or not do like 3 straight years, bro, it's gonna mess with you. It's gonna mess with you, whether how small or big. So I feel like trade him to elsewhere. He's gonna shine. I feel he's gonna shine elsewhere. Um, I think this team might have to at some point they're gonna either this year or next year they're gonna have to pick between Capella or Yanko Congo. You can't have both of those guys making the same amount of money on the same team and one of them come off the bench. You can't do that to me. So like, and they're both basically about the same size. So I'm like, you got to pick one or the other, and have one of your other centers be like a 7 footer.
Hey,
Like
Marquis.
if they were to like if they were like the defensive skill set of like a what Mitchell Robinson or Robert Williams, then I'm fine with it. Because we need that size down low in the front court.
Hey, Marquis, let me ask you this, man. See, this is my thought process with John Collins. He would be better if you had a 5 that could stretch the floor, right? I think he could be better if he had a 5, but because having a 5 that can stretch the floor is like that's like rare. That's like you're talking about like a DeAndre Ayton type of player who can stretch the floor. So
nobody can shoot threes.
Yeah. I mean, so if you're able to if let's just say now, Matt, I know you always say you believe Onyeka to be a starter. If he can really develop a shot, I actually wouldn't mind keeping JC though.
Actually,
because you got. I think you got to get rid of him for a number of reasons. And
yeah, I think that's the thing that's gonna mess it up.
I think it was telling what Landry said. Like we value him. Other teams value him too.
Did you tell me that about Hunter?
I think it's time.
Other teams value a bunch of people on the team.
But either way,
what'd you say, Pharaoh?
Oh, let me. I said, didn't you tell me that about Hunter? They value a lot of people on our team.
Yeah.
No, but he's never said other team. The first sentence out of his mouth was other teams value John Collins.
Yeah, they.
I think that was bullshit, though, dog. I think that's bullshit. I think that's just a whole bunch of. I think that's a whole bunch of dressing just to make it sound a little bit more sweet that we're interested in trading Collins. I mean, it could be true, but I mean, the way he spit that, like that, he just dressing it up,
though, man.
I don't think we're keeping him at all.
Hey, Matt, I know you kind of tapped in with the draft, man. I really want to put this out here, man. I'm not talking about replacing Trae Young, but I tell you, man, there's a lot of big point guards coming out this year, bro. What do you think about getting a big point guard behind Trae, man, in the first round?
Hey, lucky for us, man. The draft is like
I would say no, only because I think you can find. I don't like. Unless this guy's going to be like your franchise guy, I don't like drafting young point guards or young bigs because they take a while to develop. And unless they're going to just be a scoring punch off the bench, they take a while to develop. I wouldn't do that. Now, I would go get a backup point guard. Like if I could get let's just say Reggie Jackson or Cameron Payne or I'm just saying some Kobe White, somebody like that. That's had a couple years of experience.
The thing is about those guys, though, man, I don't really like their build behind Trae, man. I want somebody like when I think of somebody backing up Trae Young, I want somebody to come in with more size, right? Somebody that's going to have more size and somebody that can drive to the basket. You see what I'm saying? Because for one, you need that backup point guard. If anything, he needs to be able to play, let's just say, above average defense if Trae comes off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Because I think because that was one thing that was killing us this year was having when Trey was off the floor. We were using who were we using, guy? Aaron Holiday, trash.
Oh yeah, you gotta definitely upgrade that position.
Hey, Aaron ain't trash now, man.
You gotta
Damn.
definitely upgrade that position. But RJ, I just don't think you upgrade it with a rookie.
Well, see, I think the reason why I say you can upgrade it with a rookie is because one, I do understand what you're saying, where it takes players a while to develop. I get that. But you're not asking a young rookie to come in and be the star point guard. You already have that. You just need him to come in and be steady. I think a young player could come in and do that. I mean, AJ Griffin surprised a lot of people. Obviously, it's very rare, but
the decision making though with AJ, you know, I thought it started off good, but then it just went downhill. Like he became very tunnel vision.
No, man. He's playing the same. He just stopped hitting shots. He wasn't tunnel vision. Dude came out shooting. Dude came out with what we used to call wheeling with the ball. So the shot just stopped falling. You don't think he passed less as time went on? Hell no.
No, what? I mean, well, yeah, he did, but shit, he hit most of them shots. Like, I was surprised he was creating his own shot. That's actually promising than it is a detriment.
He came out. He was just hitting it, dude.
Yeah, so that's it.
That's the only difference. He started missing shots, bro.
And that's why I say, man, and that's why I say I think next year we're not going to see this bad of collectively as a team. We're not going to see this bad of a shooting from our team, man. This was like
we can't, man. This was crazy.
Yeah, for the young core that we have, this was probably like one of the worst seasons as far as like shooting. So I don't think we're gonna have that going into next year. I think that come on, man, you can't tell me you think Trae Young's gonna be that bad from three.
No.
Hey, hold on. Hey, RJ, hold on. Yeah. That, I mean, thinking about it, hell, they had a better shooting. They shot better hell with LP and the beginnings of Nate than they did this year. Like this was a shooting variance like crazy.
I truly believe, man, our guys are going to be a lot better. This was just one of those.
Yeah.
It was just one of them off seasons, man, where it was just weird. Because even
so, RJ, let me ask you. So the way you talking, it sounds like you don't either want or think it's going to be like significant turnover. Are you saying we can make minor tweaks and be better?
Let me clarify that. I do believe there will be turnover, man. That's just a guarantee. Because for one, when a new head coach comes in, that's like a new hiring manager. He gonna get his people. That's just facts. But what I'm saying is, if there is no turnover, which is very low percentage in my opinion, but if there is no turnover, I do believe it's a lot the Hawks can work with. Because I think the biggest thing I want to see is just an upgrade at the 4. Because I don't think they're gonna move off Clint Capella very soon, and I don't think they're ready for a double O to take the starting reins. Just as a team, I don't think the team is ready for him to take over. But I think if you can get a 4, because this is my criteria for the Hawks, just the Hawks as a 4. You need somebody at the 4 who can dribble, and I think somebody that can really create their own shot, especially when you're talking about creating their own shot in the paint. And I think that's what the Hawks need as a 4, because sometimes you need that. That's why Gallo was so special.
RJ, for the draft, go pull up.
Don't say it.
No, go pull up Chris Murray.
You talking about Keegan Murray's brother out of Iowa, right?
Keegan Murray.
Oh, he's nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go check him out.
He's talking about Chris Murray.
So that player that you talk about, like that David West, David Lee type player who can play with his back towards the basket or face up, get to the rim, shoot off the dribble. Like that's like I could see more of like a plug and play player like that because he is older. He's I think 24.
And I think
that's a good suggestion, man.
Yeah, see, I like that. I like that.
He let me down
first. When you have a guy like a Trae Young running point, you need those guys like an Evan Mobley type, a big guy, not as big as him or as tall as him, but just a big guy that can ball handle. He can create a little bit. He can get into the lane. I think if you have a guy like that next to Trae Young, that elevates Trae's game, and that's going to make his assist numbers shoot through the roof. I'm talking.
I
Hey,
agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
hey, it sounds like you describing what we can develop Vid into if his talent there for it.
Yeah.
Krejci?
Hey, hold on, player.
I don't know if we're gonna
Hey, I'm just saying. I said that.
Vid ain't ready yet, bro.
Hey, that's
what
one
I'm
of the
saying.
things
He got to be developed.
that me and Foot,
He got to be developed.
No, he has to develop himself. He can see.
That's true.
We keep looking at dude 6'8" can dribble, can run the floor. We get so hyped up on stuff like that. Vid, to me, he's not aggressive enough. He's passed too damn much.
Yeah.
But he a rookie though. He a rookie, wasn't he? He was a rookie this year. Last year?
He wasn't a rookie. Last year.
This is the second year. Okay,
year.
second year.
He's a
Hey,
sophomore.
before I
He's a
forget,
sophomore.
let me chime in real quick before I forget. Let's talk about JJ, right?
Yeah.
If y'all remember, I said, God damn, who got some birds around there?
Yeah, I was like,
I think he's staying true. I think he's staying good.
Hey, but check this out. JJ, right? What did I tell y'all before this Celtics series started? This shit is going to be about what JJ does. He's going to be the X factor. Remember I said that, right?
Yeah.
Because I knew we needed him to step up, right?
Yeah.
He didn't step up, right? For next year, the kid, again, I watched the dude for 3 years in high school on the circuit. The kid need to get his shit together with his mind, starting with his mind.
But I said that before the series started. I said if this was a year from now, that type of JJ that like we could beat Boston if it was JJ from a year from now. But as he is currently configured, no.
That's what I'm saying, man. Right now, I don't even have. I need to see something, right? Because I've seen enough years ago, right? Whatever's going on with him, whatever his head is, bro, you're gonna have to get it together, right?
I think he's on his way, though. I think he's on his way.
He's on his way.
I think he's on his way to getting it together because I think Quin.
He got to develop a half-court game.
Hold on. It don't matter what the hell Quin does. It don't matter what nobody does. The only thing that matters is the kid got to get confident. A coach can't get you confident. Your mother can't get you confident. Nobody can. That's
but that's what I was saying though, because some of his comments about Quin was that he felt like the way that he trusted him to shoot the ball or to bring the ball up or kind of encourage him to, like, for instance, with that situation that happened with him and Trae up in Brooklyn, when Trae he had to give the ball up to Trae and he didn't like it, he run up the court looking crazy, and Trae daddy got mad about it or whatever, because that's when all that news looked out. Right after that, well, by the time we got Quin, I noticed something like with that where he was more happy that Quin kind of acknowledged, you know what I'm saying, that he has the skills to bring up the ball and handle the ball, and that the coach needed to tell Trae to let him bring up the ball too. Yeah, so when that started happening, you seen him kind of a lot more comfortable. But I think his growth going to grow a lot more though. But I just kind of noticed that.
Now ball handling, he ain't no ball handling, but he can bring that damn rock up the court. Like I said,
right.
I seen him at 17, do that behind his back and his whole damn chest above the rim.
Woo!
At 17.
RJ, I put it in the private chat so you can look him up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check him out.
I think, matter of fact, they talked. Something came out earlier yesterday about the Hawks going to bring him in.
Yeah, they're gonna bring him in for a workout in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Don't trust Matt draft opinions.
You know what?
My draft opinions be elite. What you talking about?
No, you let me down Thursday.
Oh.
No, I told you he was in the group. I told you BJ Robinson was in the group. I told you it was Stroud.
You had me hyped for
Robinson. No, they couldn't draft. He went two.
But I'm gonna tell you this though, man. I truly believe, man, the Hawks in a good position, man. I really do, man. I think if
they are, man. I think too.
I think if we, because the only reason, and listen, I'm not a huge fan of Hunter because he's just too inconsistent. But I think if you can replace that 4 with a guy who can ball handle a lot better with JC size, I like that, and I like the Chris Murray, who you brought up, Matt. That's actually not bad. I'm gonna definitely go check out some of his highlights.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, man, you know, when I look at the Hawks, man, I see it's just so much potential on the roster. And as a fan, bro, you gotta like where you're at with your vets, and you gotta like where you're at with your young guys, man. There's so much potential, bro. Especially with these young dudes, man. These young dudes, I think, are gonna be key for us. Cause we talked about JJ Foot, but I'm telling you, man, if AJ Griffin develops like I think he's gonna develop, man, I think that's gonna be the axe for Bogey.
Well, if he can't, but here's the thing, though, right? We need more from AJ than just shooting.
Most definitely.
So I think he's gonna be ready next year.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He got a little game on him to get to the cup too, man.
So hey, it might be right.
Yeah,
his defense got to improve too.
Right now.
Yeah, his defense.
Yeah. The whole team do.
Bogey's defense wasn't great, but Bogey made some key plays in those Celtics game on defensively. He made some key plays.
Let me tell you one thing about Bogey, right? That people miss. Bogey, when he came out this year, he was aggressive. He was like mentally, he was going that dude. He like, let's go. You can see him. Let's go.
I didn't see that.
Bogey was about it.
Hey man, listen, I'm gonna tell you, for somebody that was at the game, the last playoff game, Bogey was in, man. He was focused, man.
Yeah.
Bogey getting them boys fired up on the sideline. So
we get you and IC to do a joint together. Like we don't know absolutely.
Who that?
So
what is that?
Tengu.
I don't think you can hear.
That's you. What's up, man? Radio or something? Is that you playing the radio, bro?
Oh shit! I didn't know y'all brought me in. I thought only.
That was Damon, I think.
Okay, I thought only Damon could bring me in, so I was just listening. I was gonna talk shit in the chat.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, I'm gonna get up on out of here, Matt. Hey Matt, everybody. Man, I'm gonna check out Chris Murray. I'm gonna check him out though. I'm gonna check him out.
All right. Let me know what you think.
I can find the box for something Max said.
That reminds me.
I'm messing you back. You know what's going on. Hey man, I
That reminds me. I gotta lead too.
Hey.
I do want to say something.
Hold
go ahead, Monkey.
Let Tangu say what did he say.
All right, I'll go out to tangent.
Oh shit! I love the last. I think it was either yesterday or the day before, and then today's discussion, because we're able to just talk about the team at large and everything like that. But I mean, honestly, I think the Boston series. Two things. One of them, I think it showed us what we could do. And the other one, I think it saved Trae Young's ass. I think it saved a lot of people's ass because, we have high expectations for the team. I don't know about finals. I think we could get there, but I'm not expecting us to get there next year. But I see a lot of good things. I see a lot of good things with this team. And I mean, I'm like Damon. I'm like, shit. I want to see what personnel changes. You know what I mean? I want to see who they get rid of, who they keep, all that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, I think, I don't know. I love our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, I love the team. But I'm kind of like one of those cats. Like, I grew up in Cali and, grew up around gangbanging and stuff. So I'm just loyal to, this is what we got. We gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna make that shit work.
He's damn. Well, you gonna put the Hawks on the hood?
I feel you.
But that's how my loyalty's built. So it's like, whatever we bring in, I'm gonna still ride with it. But I think honestly, I like what a lot of people were saying about like Sadiq Bey. Like he got to get his foot speed better. He got to do better on defense. The same thing with like Hunter. Like all of our on-ball defense has to get better because it's crazy watching people just blow by our people. But I think that's where just you look at the whole defensive scheme as a whole because people are expecting help. And then, but that whole time period when everybody's saying our big issue was helping too much, You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like sometimes we get our rotations okay. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I want to say about Trey is like obviously he needs to get his defense better and all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's kind of not fair to look at him defensively just the whole season, statistics and all that kind of shit. Because I mean, realistically, Trey been a dog on defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? He still got his defensive laps where he'll, you know what I mean, like be talking to the coach and shit and come back. He does that sometimes, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like Trey's been averaging like steals and blocks and like really like harassing people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Trey's been doing a lot better than
Yeah, what he used to.
just calling him a liability. Like, oh, he's just a liability. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta start having a different discussion and like actually say like what he's good at and what he's been doing because he's actually, you know, he made a decision that he's gonna play some fucking defense. And so now that he's made that decision, his defense got to get better. But at least we don't got a cat who, you know, we just kind of are like, all right, well, that motherfucker just ain't going to play defense. So if he don't score 30 points or 40 points, he's useless. You know what I'm saying? Like he could score 20 points, have 10, 12 assists and you know what I mean? And have a decent defensive game. And he's still, you know, he's still a superstar to me. So, you know what I mean? I think obviously he's been adjusting, you know what I mean? Spending that energy on defense changes the whole game because now, you know what I'm saying? But I think, you know, like all these cats got to get their cardio better. They all got to be better at the end of the games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about this offseason to see what really happens. And the last thing I want to say about Quin, somebody made sense when they said this. They were saying that he's making evaluations. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he was doing. Like when he came in, you know, we were doing shitty. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know, Quin's gonna come in, bring his scheme and change all this shit. It was like, okay, he's gonna come in, ride the rest of the season out, and then when it comes to off season, we'll see what's up. But the thing is that, you know, we got ballers. So we beat Miami, we beat Boston 2 times. So it kind of changed the conversation because it's like, okay, we could have done this and we could have done that. But at the end of the day, if we didn't even make the playoffs, if we didn't even make the play-in, you know what I'm saying? Then it just would have been a more fucked up conversation. But that's kind of the expectations that people had is that we either weren't going to make the play-in or we were going to lose in the play-in. Like, I don't think there was really anybody else, you know, anybody saying that we were even going to make it out the play-in. So, you know, like, I mean, it wasn't super over exceeding expectations, but at the end of the season, you know what I mean? Like nobody really even expected us to do what we did. You know what I'm saying? So I think the conversation's a little bit different. But the point is that we can't evaluate Quin until next year. Like we just can't because he didn't come in to like bring us to the finals. He came in to fucking figure this shit out. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe we went through all the shit that we went through this season. And, you know, like at the end of the season, you know, we're not having like crazy ass conversations about the front office and Trey Young and, you know what I mean, all this different shit. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? And that's what I appreciate about Quin is he kind of like leveled the vibes, you know what I mean, to the point where at the end of the season, we're just looking forward to next season and who are we going to trade? So I'm excited. Like I'm excited about what we did in the play-in and in the playoffs. So that's what I got to say.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm about to go.
Marquis.
All right. So before I
Marquis,
out,
speak up louder or get close to the mic.
all right. So before I go, since my battery's starting to drain, just want to say a couple things. A little bit about the Hawks and also around the league as well. Start with the Hawks. Again, add-ons to what Tangy said about the season as overall. As crazy how this season went, the postseason was better than expected. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think coming to the postseason we would do better in the postseason than Milwaukee and Cleveland. I did not expect that at all. Shoot, nobody expected Milwaukee to get bounced in the first round in 5 games of all things. And then Cleveland, same thing with their issues, but yeah, still, so they show that there's at least some silver linings despite the whole mid-season. So it's that, and then the front office, man, they just like what some of y'all saying that Quinn is on the clock. Front office, y'all on the clock. Jeez, y'all better make the right moves. Don't screw this up. Please do not screw this up. Y'all major disadvantage. I got little to no experience with y'all current job positions. Y'all better make these right moves, please. Because seriously, I don't want to see this team go back to rebuild mode in like 2 to 3 years. I don't want to see it. No,
For
no,
real.
Right.
so
I
dumb,
don't
so
think it
dumb.
will.
So
I think
please
we're on the
make the
right
right
path.
moves. Front office,
As long as
all of
people
it.
don't expect championship
And,
next year.
and
You
then
finished, Marquis?
no, no. As far as expectations next season, I would say bare minimum conference finals. Bare minimum. Bare minimum conference finals. It'll be at least a massive jump than whatever we did this season. Around the league, I gotta be honest, I had to touch a couple things. Speaking of trash talk, Dylan Brooks ain't do no trash talking at the game. This team got waxed by
They said this
40 in the
morning he was in
closeout.
Cancun already.
He's
All
already in
that trash
Cancun.
talk. All
Whoa.
that,
Mhm.
yeah. You didn't see Game 6. The Lakers dropped
That's crazy.
21 by 40 against them. It was a beatdown. I was
They
like,
put
dang. And then
That's
also,
bad.
I gotta give props to the Kings, man. They surprised me in Game 6. I didn't see them winning Golden State. They put their foot down on Golden State.
Oh, so
They
they
beat.
won the series?
No.
No,
No,
they
it's
pushed
game
to Game
7
7.
tomorrow.
Game
They
six.
pushed to
They
Game
Oh,
took them to
okay,
7,
game
okay, okay,
7.
okay, okay.
Hey,
and
just
that's
real quick,
tomorrow
Markeith.
afternoon. It should be interesting.
Hey, just real
Huh?
quick, Markeith. Keep going, but I just wanted to say what you're saying about the Kings. So Kevin Herter did better than Trae Young in the playoffs.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
I
Don't
have
do
to.
that.
I
Don't do
have
that.
to.
Don't feel
No,
me.
no,
Don't feel
because
me.
I
Don't
want to
do
go
that,
back.
man. Don't do that.
No.
I love Kevin Hart,
No,
man.
no.
Don't do
Trey
that,
did better.
bro.
One,
Don't
one,
do
In
that.
what
one
way?
Trey
step.
did better than
In what
Donovan
way?
Mitchell. He did better than
One
John Morant.
argument.
He did
Hey,
They
better than
both
Tyler
went
Hero.
on to the lead in the first
no.
But
round.
Kevin Herter got further
Hey,
than us.
they got to win the
I
series
don't know.
first.
One more game, he didn't win the series yet, and
He didn't
he's
win the
not gonna win.
series yet.
Well,
They
They
won
got
more
one
games than
series.
us. They won more games.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
give
it
Brad
don't
that's the
Delvin
matter.
team
his
thing.
props.
He didn't win the
And
series.
then the pushback on Herter, even though he's
He
been
had
doing
like
pretty
12
well with
points
that team.
yesterday.
Again, his three
Yeah,
point
he's been
shooting
trash in the
was
playoffs.
terrible. His 3-point shooting has been
He's been
terrible, yet they
trash.
still been winning games. So, but that's the team
Herter has
thing.
been horrible.
And I guess for ones that's been watching TNT right now, we all can expect Denver's gonna beat the brakes off Phoenix right
Yep,
now.
and Gerald gonna
It's
pay me
obvious.
my money. And we
Bro,
looking at
What? Y'all got
we
Denver
looking at
over
a
let's
That's
Phoenix?
go with that
obvious.
right now.
Bro, it's
It ain't over with.
114.95
Oh
Denver.
yeah. Hey,
Oh,
we
I'm gonna tell you like
oh,
this. The way they
oh.
playing right now, bro.
Hold
I
on.
don't
I
see
Y'all
think
got
Phoenix
Go ahead,
stopping
Luke.
this.
Yeah.
This shit is like a well-oiled machine, man.
Denver,
all
Denver,
behind.
Denver, and Boston was my pick to go to the finals.
that's what I'm thinking. That's what
Denver,
I don't
Denver
think
is
coming
I
with
don't,
it, bro.
yeah.
My shit is
as
man.
for
Them
Denver
Denver going no damn finals.
for Denver,
Huh?
as long as Jamal Murray is
What,
healthy,
you watching
they
him?
have a really good. They have. You
I
can't
said
say the
going to the
Lakers gonna
finals,
make it.
dude.
You can't say the Lakers gonna
Yeah,
make
look
it.
at their
You can't say
team.
Phoenix gonna make it because of their bench depth. You can't say that.
Hey,
But
Denver got the
that's just
Denver
me.
got the
That's just
real
me.
Denver got the real Murray. Look what he
I
doing
wouldn't go
down
Dude,
there.
don't
I
there.
think I
wouldn't
ain't
go
see
there.
that in the Twitter chat.
Going there.
Matt, don't do
I
that,
wouldn't
man.
go there.
Come on,
Don't
No,
do
man.
that,
No,
Man,
man.
he
don't
is.
do
He
you're
that,
no
is.
brother.
Dame, man.
Don't
Phil,
do
you
that,
watch Phil, you
brother.
Come on
watching the
now.
game?
You talking about
I'm
Dame
watching the
Time?
game, but
Come on now.
I've seen this game and I've seen some other games where Murray look kind of wild out here, missing them wild ass shots he be taking sometimes. So we ain't finna do that, brother. Don't do that.
And then
But
also
Mm-mm.
got
He is
Murray's
look
out here
he
putting on the show though. We will
also
say
got
that.
he is
take an outlook in the East in the second round,
he the
man.
real to me he the real Murray.
Hey man,
I
the
guess
next dude that said they want Aiden, I might
No,
slap five
that's what
too.
I
oh
said.
yeah,
And I'm gonna slap him right after you for
I've
it.
been saying
You know what I'm saying?
he's soft and
oh yeah,
weak for months, for years, really.
What you finna say? I thought
okay.
Keith was
Hey,
finna
I was
hey,
say
you
about to
something.
say,
finished, Marquis?
look, just again, continue with the outlook, the
Hey,
playoffs
somebody
right
make
now.
some noise.
Gonna go to the East. I got
Tango,
go back
that's
to the
you.
Milwaukee
Oh,
Miami series. As much as I do not like Miami, just like Boston, I got to give them their props. I did not expect them to win a series handedly of all things. She was the 8 seed of all things.
I mean,
Shoot, you
somebody
look at
remind you. I've
you
been
talk
meaning.
about
I've been forgetting to say something about Chicago. I said something in a minute. Go ahead.
but again, Miami surprised me the biggest because yeah, again, you and during the series you were without Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo, and y'all still beat the brakes off of Milwaukee. Jimmy Butler, man, was crazy. He went nuts in that series, especially the last 2 games of the series. And then New York and Cleveland, which everybody expected for that series to be the most competitive one in the East.
Not me.
That was not even close. That wasn't even close. I
You
mean,
you had the
Cleveland's
Knicks,
issues,
Pharaoh.
man.
Pharaoh, you had the Knicks.
How does their twin
I said
towers
Knicks
and
were gonna win.
how
Jalen
does
Brunson owns Donovan Mitchell.
he
Hold on,
did in
let
that series
Marquise go because
actually.
Matt
He
talking
did. He
crazy,
did.
man.
He did, man. He did, man. Jalen Brunson played way
He
better
did it in
than
the
Donovan
West as
Mitchell.
well.
And then it would help for Jalen Brunson. The rest of his team played well, with the exception of Julius Randle. The
Hey,
exception
what's
of
up
What?
with
him,
him?
the rest of the team
I
played
think he's
well.
still hurt. I think he rolled his ankle.
Julius Randle's hurt.
He rolled his
He's
ankle
not.
Julius
twice.
Randle is a bitch.
Yeah,
He rolled his ankle
his
like
ankle in
before
game
the
5.
series started, I
He
Yeah,
think,
only
and
gets tough
then
against the
Yeah,
Hawks
he
because
tweaked
we
his
ain't
second
ankle.
had
game of the
yeah.
series.
Yeah, the
No,
last game.
Yeah, he missed like
game
4 or
5
5
I'm
games at the end of the
just
regular
shocked that
season.
Pharaoh. I'm shocked that Pharaoh
Yeah,
picked Cleveland to win.
No, I said I
But
think the Knicks.
man.
You mean
it
didn't
was
or
surprising
did?
though. It was surprising because of how quick that
I know.
series
I
was.
said I'm
That was
shocked.
the
I
thing.
said I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say this. I'll say this. I'm shocked with how Cleveland went out too, but at the same time,
I'm not.
I knew the
Yeah, ain't it?
Knicks were good still though. Like Brunson is a monster. Bars. Brunson and Hart, they changed that whole team around, bro.
Yeah, Josh
Exactly.
Hart ain't no
It's
joke.
not even just those two, man. How does
No,
this happen? How does Mitchell Robinson out hustle both Jared Allen and Evan Mobley at the same time? How do you do that?
but you know what?
How does
But you
Josh
know what?
Hart have
That
more
they
rebounds than
physicality,
Evan
the
Mobley?
Knicks physicality just overwhelmed Cleveland's front court, and they were basically useless in this series.
And you heard Jared Allen. He said the lights was too bright for them.
He said them shits are too bright.
Clearly, it
He ain't
was.
expect
I
them to
mean,
be that
damn,
bright.
He really said that.
He said he knew the lights was gonna be bright. I didn't expect them to be this bright.
I don't even understand what in the
He
hell,
said,
No
"Yeah,
wonder
bro.
they
he
got
said
whooped in
we."
5 games. I mean,
Who
no
said?
wonder they
Who
got
said
whooped
that?
in 5 games.
Jared
Jared
Allen.
Allen.
It was,
And I like Jared Allen, but damn.
I mean,
Boy,
dang,
if that ain't some
I
weak
told
shit, I
you,
don't
motherfucker,
know,
soft.
bro.
at least,
They
Wait, what did
soft.
he
at
say?
least stand up a little.
They soft.
Dang.
He said the lights were brighter than we expected.
They
I
soft.
mean, that's that young player,
He
man.
been in the
That's that
league
young
too long
player
to say
mindset in
that.
postseason. Jeez.
Hey, let
That's
me ask
And
you.
crazy.
he's been in the
Also,
playoffs before, haven't he?
I was about to say, has he ever been in the playoffs?
About Miami.
I think
real
he's been
quick.
in the
no,
playoffs
no,
with Brooklyn.
actually,
With
What you finna?
Brooklyn?
if he has been
Hold on.
in
What
the
you
playoffs,
finna
he
ask,
probably won before.
Flip?
Hey, let me talk about
Wait,
Miami,
what?
right? Y'all got to remember, Miami was just in the Eastern Conference Final.
Oh
With
no,
the damn team.
never
Oh
mind.
yeah, I'm not surprised at Miami
Yeah,
doing their
so,
thing.
They
but
good, but
No.
again,
The surprise it was to me.
I'm not surprised Milwaukee wasn't it.
Me
No,
neither.
what's
Me
surprising
Oh
neither,
was
yeah.
bro.
Miami
Oh
beat them
yeah.
at the
hold
start
on,
of
y'all.
the
I've
Ain't,
been
series.
saying, I've been saying that all year. I got
Right.
y'all
hell
ain't
from
finna do
analysts
y'all.
and Gerald.
My
Again,
guy got injured. Y'all ain't finna do this.
who?
My guy got
No,
injured.
I don't give a damn, dude.
even
Hey,
If you
y'all,
that
no,
squad,
no, no,
if
no,
you that
no.
squad,
actually, I'm
if
gonna
you
Who,
that
throw
Giannis?
squad,
this at you, Pharaoh. I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw this at you.
if you that
Even if
squad,
Giannis
your ass
didn't get
supposed to be
hurt,
the 8
Miami
team
would still probably
that
won
was
it.
in the play-in. Fuck that.
I
So
Oh
agree
yeah.
with that.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
agree with
yeah.
that.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh
Pharaoh,
yeah. They would have won.
Pharaoh, even
They
if
would have
Giannis
won.
is hurt, you're not supposed to be down by 20 if you got a good team.
Clearly,
And
and
like,
But
the
that
only
lets you
reason
know
why
they
they won
still
is
would have
because
lost by
They
5.
had double-digit leads and still lost. So
let me say this too, right? Miami got a culture,
yeah, they
right?
got a coach.
Yeah.
That's a coach.
See, for y'all young folks, some of y'all
That's
young
the top
folks,
3 coach.
hey, for the young folks who never watch y'all goddamn Pat Riley coach, what Spoelstra is a
No.
fucking twin, right?
Yeah.
So, and hey, King, you trying to talk? You on mute? I see your mouth moving.
Oh my bad. I was trying to think about seeing Pat Riley coach. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's a chip off the old block of Pat Riley. That team gonna play tough like them Lakers team were. Yeah, they had them stars, but them dudes played tough. They had grit. Jimmy Butler was a perfect player for them, right? So
You're right.
do not sleep. See, and people go, oh, this and that, but it was just in the finals with the same fucking squad. And your boy ain't shooting lights out like he was. They got a different mindset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
been
the
on the
problem.
bench.
Yeah, that's the problem with our team. They fucking weak and soft in the mind. They're sharp, right? As to a lot of these NBA players coming in the league now, right? I'm not expecting everything to be like it was in the 80s and stuff when I start watching it. But at the same time, bro, these motherfuckers soft. Flopping.
Yeah.
And
Oh
all
yeah.
this
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The basketball, this shit is soft. I'm just going to keep it 100. And these kids I be coaching, they soft too. You know, and that's just real
Hey,
talk.
hey man, don't say that on this live.
Damn that. They still got the tit in their mouth. They still got the tit in their mouth, and I tell them that.
Oh
I'm
damn!
just
Keep
keeping
going,
100.
Foot. Tell it.
You know,
Oh,
just keeping 100.
Yeah.
Wow, boy, y'all
Okay, and then
wild.
also, before I want to say this last thing before I go, what's y'all opinion on this Boston Philly series? I think Boston's gonna win it though.
Boston gonna not sweep them. Boston gonna win in 5 games.
That's
No,
what I have
they
that
not.
feeling like.
All right,
Nah.
take it
Oh,
like
No,
this.
but
oh
I don't
Take it
know.
like
I
this.
don't know.
Y'all
no.
know
Philly's
Embiid.
tough.
Y'all
Like
know
this.
Embiid not playing the game one.
Who's stopping them
Are you
beats?
sure?
I think
He not
Philly's
playing
gonna
the
do
game
it.
Guaranteed. Okay,
Who's
Foot. He
stopping
not
them
playing
beats?
the game one.
Joel Embiid is doubtful. It's not guaranteed that he's gonna miss the game,
I
but he's
don't give a fuck
doubtful.
if he's doubtful. When he out there, see what we should have did. We should have punished Al Horford ass, Robin Williams, because you need to. What I said when we made them play defense, we won. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
Right.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Hmm?
but
Ain't
Foot.
no
Who
place.
gonna
Ain't no
guard?
place.
Who gonna
You're
guard?
not
Who gonna
wrong.
guard the Jays?
Huh?
Who
Let him
gonna guard the
shoot.
Jays?
Let him shoot.
Hey, I was just about
Basically,
to say that because we
Let him
almost beat them,
shoot.
letting them do it. Shit.
basically what Foot's saying, one of the keys to beating Boston
Both of
is
them.
stopping the others. That's basically what he's saying,
You
right?
remember I've been saying that,
You know,
right?
Yeah,
Stop
well,
Tatum.
basically.
PJ
Yeah, and
Tucker's
I don't
gonna
know
be
if
on
Philly's gonna. I don't know if
Tatum,
Philly's
right?
gonna pull that off. They
PJ
might pull that
Tucker.
off in like a game or two, but at the end of the
But
day, it looks
again,
like Celtics
they
gonna win that
small,
series.
man. They are small.
I'm gonna take it like
James
this.
Hey,
James
I
Boston
gonna
is
don't, I
attack
soft
don't.
Al
as
Horford.
fuck, yo. Hey, Boston is soft.
Thank you.
Man, Boston
Boston is soft
can.
as fuck. Them niggas
Boston
is Charmin
is a
too.
hot. Yeah, if they start hitting,
Street.
you're gonna have a long night.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
the
And
way
y'all,
that
and y'all.
the way that they kind of fluke with us, man, it let me know like y'all may not make it out the East because
Yeah, they make it to the finals.
Philly
That's
can
what
match
I'm
up and give them
saying.
problems
Philly
that
could,
we
yeah,
couldn't.
Chambers
That's what
gonna
I'm
And then
attack Al
saying.
Horford.
shit, and then on top of that, they play. I tell you what, I'm scared to say this, but it might be true. Shit, them Knicks might make it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
Nah,
You
you.
might not be
I
wrong.
don't I don't
But
want to say
Now,
that because I
the
want
way
to
now,
say
the
what I
that.
will
players,
say, is because of the road that they got to travel in. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be a tough out. But with Mitchell Robinson, I think I just read he's hurt for the rest of
yeah,
the
he hurt. I know that he hurt.
playoffs
Yeah,
or
he
something
hurt.
like that.
So
So
he hurt.
that might shut them down. But I'm just saying, like with Boston, they looked a little, you know what I'm saying,
A little suspect.
pressurized. I'll say when the heat turned up on them, man, they kind of started messing up, fluking, and
but
I just don't see that
Phil,
with
you
the
gotta
Sixers or
remember.
anybody left.
But Phil, you gotta remember the team, the ultimate team that can't handle pressure is Philly. Their annual second round vacation party.
Hey man, look, I
They'll
ain't.
do this because
Hey,
I'm gonna start talking about Quinn.
every year is different. I
Don't
mean,
do
maybe they got some
nah.
bad.
Don't do that.
Maybe
I
they
think
got. Hey,
Who,
maybe they got
who
some
our
hoodoo
coach
voodoo
had an
going on. I
annual
don't
second
know.
round exit as well.
okay. I'll say this and then I'll go about that Philly Boston series. If I'm wrong, so be it. I can't see Philly being Boston. I just can't. I just can't
I can't see them winning
because of
more
Joel Embiid's not gonna be 100%. The dude gonna be hurt at some point.
2 games.
He's always gonna come back. He's gonna be not 100%. And then with Boston, they gonna at least have a guy that can find a way to stop, and that's gonna be Robert Williams. As long as that dude don't get hurt,
He the key. He
Boston.
part of the key. Yeah, I
And
can see that. I
and
can see that.
and Foot
As
Hey
long as
man,
Robert
y'all
Williams
giving
don't
Robert
get
Williams
hurt,
too much damn credit.
they'll
I'm
Y'all
be
gonna
did.
fine.
y'all giving
and
Robert
Surprised they fine.
y'all giving him too much credit.
Foot. You think Boston? No, I mean we good, but you think Boston had their full attention, 100%? You know what I'm saying? All
Hell
gas, no
no,
brakes on us,
No, they
like they gonna
underestimated
no,
us
have
just like
on,
the media
hell
like they
did.
gonna
no.
Let me
have
say
on
this.
They
Philly.
underestimated the Hawks just like the national media did.
They not
That's
gonna do
exactly
that
what
with
Boston
Philly.
did.
They gonna all gas, no brakes.
I see what you're
They
saying. I
going
see what you're saying.
100.
It's crazy.
Bro, hey,
Disrespect the last
Nah,
what
4
did I
years
nah.
say?
too. It
Hey,
don't make
what
no
did I
sense.
say for this? I wasn't scared of Boston. They
I,
will give you
Me
games.
either.
For the series,
Well,
They're not.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Boston is not this damn juggernaut.
Foot has never been scared of
no,
Boston.
no, I'm just
They're
saying it
not
looks
this
like
juggernaut
Boston's the
that
best of the
everybody
rest
keep
right now.
claiming them to be. Right?
No,
They're the best in the
what?
East.
To
No,
me, it
the
looked
record
like
says
Boston's just the best of the
you be
rest
the
right
best
There's
now.
a
in the East
left
if you win
man.
the ECF.
Until proven otherwise.
Yeah,
I'll say this to what Foot's saying because I think the second before last game we played them, I was just like, yeah, because
It was
that
game
last
5. It
game
was game
everybody
5.
was out, right? So the more meaningful game with everybody playing, I was looking, man, I was like, bruh, these folks don't miss, and it ain't and they don't have the drop off from half to half. Like sometimes you start up the third, the shooting drop off a little bit, then kind of pick back up in the fourth. Bruh, they had deep in the 10th man off the bench hitting threes on us, bruh. I was just like, I didn't see them really like if they play like this through the playoffs, they got it. But after seeing that series against them, nah, they look a little bit more human than I thought.
Yeah.
You just need somebody who can really play and really match their
you
intensity and go out there and bust their ass.
You made a good point, right? They shooting all this damn shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was in every fucking game to the end.
Boy, that's real. That's real.
When we ragged it, we came back in those games that got up big. We came back.
Yep.
So you take that, right? And then this last game, in another game, we made bad decisions down the stretch, right? So again, they're gonna get out and they're gonna pull that shit, right? They don't have no post place. Here's the key, and this is what we fucked up last game. Anybody you don't want, the one you don't want to get off is Al fucking Horford.
Yeah.
His little, he had fucking like 3 points up into the fourth quarter.
That little Igor set form he got. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, them timely ass threes in the right time. That's what he does best, right?
And that hurts.
People like he don't know, motherfucker. When the shit is down, when they need it, that motherfucker hit it. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
And we should have packed in and start doubling. His ass had 2 points. He finished with 12? Whatever fuck he. So guess what? Close out, right? They don't have no post present. They're gonna move the fucking ball, right? You know what they're gonna do. They're shooting team. Stop. Limit as much as you can. One between the Brown and one of for Brown or Tatum, one of them gonna get off, or even both might get off. And they still can be beat. You can't let them hit you for 25.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
We did that. I think we did that in game 5.
You let Derrick White hit you for about 25. Right? You can't let them go off, and then that little dude get off. And that's it. Another thing.
But what guards Philly got to keep him in check?
Who the point guard at Philly right now? Who been balling?
The point guard in Philly, that's basically what
Tyrese Maxey.
Their backcourt is James Harden and
he don't play no defense.
Hey man, Maxey that dude. I'm gonna just keep it like it is.
Yeah, Maxey good.
No, he good offensively. He don't play no defense.
But he play enough defense, right? And see, one thing Boston did, they scored a lot of transition points because all dumbass shooting, all them long rebounds, they out and they go. That's one thing we gotta fucking start doing. We gotta push the fucking ball. I remember last Trey, nobody running with it. We're too athletic not to push that goddamn ball.
Hey, but hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a big change in that playing game with Miami? Because remember they was like, man, we pushing the ball, pushing the ball, and then it seemed like we get into the series, they playing slow, and I'm just like, dude, do what works.
We jacking up threes and long rebound, they laying that bitch up, and they still couldn't put us out.
That's true.
Down the stretch in the last game.
And I'll say that to I'll make a point on that. That's what got me kind of optimistic about next season, because once they can kind of break a lot of these old habits and get in there with Quin and Lab or whatever, with this new found feeling of like, yeah, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're looking forward to the future. Well, I want to see it next season because I believe it a little bit. I'm scared to believe it, but I believe it.
Here's where I'm at, fellas. Damn all that rah-rah shit. You did all that rah-rah shit with Quake, Nate. You did the rah-rah shit with Vicky. So I don't want to hear no rah-rah shit no more. I don't give a damn what you say or what you think. I need to see it on the court. Fuck all this other dumb shit. I'm tired of talking, right? Again, our window, a lot of people talk, our window is small right now. We got trade for 4 years, maybe right now. This is first year in the new. We got you gotta look at these dudes' contract now, right? So we gotta do something in the next 2 years, right? We have to do something in the next 2 years. We have enough talent. Again, think about the season. The good teams, the Suns and everything, we play well against. Oh, fucking bitch. Oh, bitch. Right? When they own. Again, people want to get rid of, people talk about Okongwu, or Capella this and that, Capella trash. That's bullshit. You don't fucking know basketball.
Right.
You got those two guys.
No, I'll be joking sometimes.
Hold on, man.
But
I'm letting you talk. I'm not You got
You
two
knew
dudes.
that
Damn,
was
Matt,
gonna
you
be
been saying that?
You got
Yeah.
two dudes you can sub, and there's really no drop off for the most part. One might do something better than
Right.
the other, vice versa.
Right.
That's a good, solid. If you can get damn near the same thing coming in, ain't a lot of teams that can do that. Stop trying to fucking trade everybody, because we don't need them. Oh, we need somebody who can. We don't need a motherfucking scoring center. We need them other dudes to put up, because ain't enough ball to go around. Because we gonna have to pick up one. If Gray,
I mean, it really ain't too many. I mean, people be talking about the big men thing, man. That's a small like market in the NBA, man. Like it's far few in between, bro. Like it ain't too many. Like you really gonna have to go get somebody at the top.
Then motherfuckers talking about get Cat. Man, fuck Cat. Hell no.
Cat, man, Cat changed our whole team.
Yeah, send their ass home, didn't
he? Like, Cat be nice, but bro, not for that price. Bars, like, you can't get him a whole bunch of money, man. Like, right. And then you gonna be out there shooting three. No, I'm good.
You feel
I don't see a world. I don't see a world where
get it out, man.
I don't see a world where the team paying, like I said, over $40 million for the center position. Because you got to think Okongwu's extension is going to come in around $20 million a year, just because of the range.
I'm not paying Okongwu $20 million a year,
especially when you didn't take the bet. You took all them other dumb bets and you won't take our bet.
No. I told you got to be incentive laced.
See, thank you, Pharaoh. You know Pharaoh don't.
Don't get him started, Pharaoh. No, but I think that like just given his range is like 17 to 21 million, 22. I think it's 17 to 22.
I'm not paying his ass that. I'm sorry.
That's his
he
range.
He can't get nothing right now like that, man. I mean, that's the range, but hey, man, I can't. Ooh, got to think a long hard about Okongwu right now, bro.
Dude, he ain't giving me no 17 to 20 million. I'm sorry.
They've lowball Hunter, they lowball JC, they lowball.
You right, but I mean, Pharaoh, they did lowball Hunter. That's why that deal took until the last day to get done.
Mm-hmm.
They started at that start. They
can lowball 00.
They got all the way up to 90.
Yeah, I'm
just saying they have a history of lowball.
That low ball on Hunter might have been quite the price. It was. That might have been spot on,
what you don't want to do is you don't want to disrespect dudes. You don't want to.
Well, no.
I get it. No,
you gotta go out there on the court though.
At the same time, guess what? Fuck it. It's a business.
Right. Needs production, brother.
Hey, I'm gonna look at it like this. And I'm not comparing 00 to Clint. 00 is younger, right? I need more from him. Right? I thought, hold on, Matt, let me finish. I thought when he came when Clint with her, I saw, okay, this is the time where 00 can take over. I said it last. He ain't stepped up to the plate and took Clint's starting position. Yeah. Right? He hadn't. So I need go ahead.
Well, okay, let me ask you. They both, again, the 25 games you're talking about, they averaged the same thing. 13 points and 11
which means he didn't take the job.
So so if that's acceptable from a dude that you're paying 20, hold on, wait, Pharaoh. If that's acceptable for a dude that you're paying $20 million to, why is that not acceptable for Onyeka? And Onyeka's a better defender on the perimeter.
When you take somebody's job, don't you have to outperform them?
Well, I'm asking now. Why, if 13 and 11 is acceptable for Capella 20 million, how come it's unacceptable for Onyeka?
Because you have the one doing it already there. You have to outperform somebody to take the job.
What's up, White Mike?
What?
You go ahead when Matt finish.
What y'all been discussing it out?
Well,
okay,
we started
everything.
We started talking about the exit interviews.
Really.
We talked about the exit interviews and kind of what we expect, our expectation, what we want for next season, what they want to look like. I think most of us said Eastern Conference Final, the final, a bust for
Yeah,
us.
I think
Not
I
me.
think me
Not
and
me.
you.
No, I didn't say that.
I said most.
Man, you ain't got to tell
Oh, okay.
everybody you didn't say that.
You know, Foot, you and I talked about the other day about I was happy with how Trey sounded on that exit interview. Because, you know, even though I don't believe all the stuff I tell you, you just don't want everybody to think that he wants to leave Atlanta. So I thought it was very good that he said the things about the Hawks and Quin. And you know, he made it attractive that I'm going to be here, and hopefully that
Right.
makes it turns into something.
You're right.
So I was happy with that. I do think that this year there's going to be some players gone. I think we're going to lose either AJ or Jalen. I think they're going to be packaged with somebody. I really believe that. I think one of them's going to be gone because I think you're going to have to package them to get better. And
Damn, that's real.
JCR, you know, especially JC. You could probably move Capella, but I think you got to add a sweetener to JC and to get somebody to bite off on that. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I just was glad to hear Trey and DJ and Bogey too. They were all very positive and, you know, gave a good outlook on the franchise and the coach. And I really believe we're going to get Jalen Brown. That's just my feeling.
Amen.
I agree with that.
I
I agree with that.
I do.
I'm trading everybody except Trey and DJ.
I know, Foot. I believe he wants to come here, man. I really do. I saw y'all saw the Falcons hat on, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
oh, Falcon hat.
Y'all hadn't seen that yet?
I thought he had Braves hat.
He got a Falcons hat on.
Oh, bro.
Get out of here. Oh, that.
So
that fool sending smoke
all
signals.
I'm saying is he's talking without talking.
Yeah.
I told y'all he said he was happy to play that first game they won.
I'm telling you right now, we're gonna end up getting him. But I think we're going to have to give up Jalen or AJ or somebody like that in the package.
Very unfortunate too.
I told you. I would like to keep JJ and AJ to continue to develop, bro. Our window is tight. We got to win.
Oh hell,
that's true.
I fly them and their family first class to ass up to Boston tomorrow.
Can you? Hold on. I just read this comment. You said I'm saying Capella ain't worth $20 million.
No.
Man, get off there, man.
I mean, I said a Congo.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. Solution. Yeah, let me get this shit straight. I mean,
okay, I was about to say now we got a problem.
Hey, you finna get on my ass when you Matt.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hey, well, Matt was ready, boy.
Hey, man, look, I like Capella, but what I'm saying, it's not even about. See, that's why I told you the other day. I'm not really the only comparison I'm comparing with Capella in is Double O is taking over, right? And what he's going to do much better than Clint. Nothing. Clint, we got him, I guess, a little deal, that little extension. We got it. It was actually decent based on where he was. But again, I'm not saying Clint is it. Because some shit need to change, right? But I don't think we need like a scoring big man. The ball, ain't enough balls to go around, right? I'm just saying.
So he got one more year left on his contract. So you gonna keep him one more year, or you gonna extend him?
They might trade him. They ain't gonna let him go out.
Let me be clear. I'm giving anything and everything they want for Jalen Brown. Period.
Oh no, I agree with that. I was talking about.
Y'all can't even other than Trey. There is no name I wouldn't put on that deal because you do not let. Hold on, you do not let a All NBA guy like Jalen Brown in his prime. You better take him, or you will forever regret it.
That's true.
Damn,
but you gotta give.
I mean, if you don't, he will be free next year, so he can just leave it.
Yeah, but Pharaoh, I ain't waiting till next year. Hell, somebody else may
if somebody else swoop in with a better deal. He still
that's why they ain't gonna beat my deal.
They ain't gonna let
my deal is whatever you want. Besides,
I hate the sound of that, but it sounds good. Man.
Well, you know what they look. What team? Every team's doing the same thing. You get 2 or 3 of these stars, and then these veterans who can still play come play for the minimum to get a damn ring.
Goddamn, Demond, don't you supposed to be chilling, Demond?
Still the roster is there.
That fool crazy.
What's he talking about?
Talking about some just listen to me. I'm always right. It's in the little chat thing.
I'm just saying, there ain't no way I'm letting. If Jalen wants to come to, and when I saw the Falcons hat, that did it for me. I said,
Yeah, that's a
I
lot.
told y'all he said he was
wait a
happy to
second,
play
damn
play
it,
from
yeah,
the home court
the Braves
after they
on the
won
other
game
day.
total.
Yeah, the Braves on the other day. Now you got the damn Falcons on. I'm like, come on, man.
He was talking to Trey for a good 15 minutes after that game was over.
I'm telling y'all right now, he wants to come here. We got to make a deal.
Hey, Trey said he know both of them. He need to get Tatum too. They both of them.
Yeah.
Well, you saw
Gotta
him
get
and
Vaughn in.
Brown hug at the end of the game. They tight.
He said he know both of them since he was in high school.
What do I talk about? Keep Collins. Collins is gone. He's gone.
I'll say this: the way they were talking after the game,
Hey, Matt, we got
they the only ones that didn't call him overrated.
I know. Hey, Demond, you think John Collins' key pass still work to get into the facility?
Yup.
I don't think so.
Yup.
You
Matt,
heard
give my
Landry was
$100.
super non-committal.
Either Clint or Capella, or who do we bet? Clint and Collins.
Who did he commit to? Landry's a flake.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I got a question for y'all, man. Y'all answer me this, man.
Riddle me this.
Who has the most say in personnel movement? Is it Landry?
I'm ready.
Or is it?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. I'll be quick. There ain't no way that Quin Snyder came to this team without final say on that roster. Period.
How John do it? I'm doing the John on y'all.
I would say
that's real, Mike.
I would say I agree with that. White Mike in part.
Ain't no way. He's got full control of that personnel.
I think for the
left Costa Rica for that.
I think Landry has final say in the draft. And
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Quin, as far as it comes to like big roster,
I'm not going to give away my whole job just to some coach.
Man, Quin could have went other places. He came to the.
I don't
he had space, but he ain't just going to come in and overrule me.
I don't think
he didn't.
In that article.
Wait a second. All I'm saying is
in that article, didn't they say
yes?
Landry didn't want to get Quin.
That's right.
So why would Landry give up all his power to somebody he ain't want?
And what? Because he gave up power.
Right.
He gave no. White Mike, he did give up power, but I don't think he gave up all his power.
Hold on.
I'm not giving up my
There was an article that actually said he didn't want Quin, or is that the same article where they said that Quin was
here's all I'm gonna say, Matt. Here's what I'm gonna say. There is no way that Quin could have took other jobs but chose to take Atlanta without having more control over the personnel than any other.
He did get the top 3 coach money.
No. White Mike, I think, and I'm gonna answer Phil's question. I think that he does have significant say in personnel more than he would anywhere else.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about he probably had Trey, like those major roster decisions. He has final say, but just like who to draft, who to get in free agency, who to trade for this bench player or rotate. I think Landry handles all that stuff.
But are you going to tell me Landry's got to tie himself to Quin now?
Man,
the CBS article was saying that Quin. I mean that it was whispers that Landry didn't want Quin. He wanted Ime.
I'm sure
because
let him do what he wants.
Exactly.
Huh?
Quin wanted too much control.
Because since Ime came here with baggage, he don't have no power. Landry still has all the leverage with Quin.
That's right.
And I told y'all this.
Quin's got the power. I believe that.
Coach, bro, you can't sit here and tell me Quin did not reach out to Nate McMillan.
Thank you.
On that coaching staff.
I told y'all that. Yeah.
To get hey buddy, hey, I heard you quit. What's going on in that organization? Look out for myself. Nate probably told them, hey, you need to get some type of power. That's why I'm leaving, because they ran my guy, Travis, out. I'm telling you. But hey, check it, fellas. Hey, we finna end the show, man. Y'all
All
know
right.
we're gonna be backstage. I'm gonna drop the
No,
link.
I'm just chopping. I'm just starting to chop this shit up.
I'm finna go. I'm finna go into the crib because I just stopped by
I'm
one
just
of my clients do some work. Wow, I've been in fucking gym since 8:30. But
I'm
I'm
gonna
finna take
drop the
my ass
link if
on to.
y'all want to come backstage, man. I'm gonna end the show
No, I'm out, fellas.
because I'm going
All right,
going down. I got a
Hey,
date
good
with my
talking to
wife
y'all.
in the garage. So salute to everybody in the chat.
All right,
Hey, and I read a post, man. Listen, hey, this is I appreciate the support. Hey, this is a Hawks fan channel, you feel me? Not just my channel. Hey, this channel is nothing without y'all, without everybody on the panel. You feel me? We all make this channel go. We almost at 1,000. We trying to be the #1 Hawks content creating channel out there. So make
We
sure
can get
y'all tap
invited to
in
that
and
press
let.
box next year, Demond.
Hey man, make sure y'all
Hey, I'm
hit
gonna
that
throw.
like button, man. Don't hurt.
Hit
I'm,
us up,
I'm
man.
hitting that like. I hit that like button every time I come in.
Yeah,
Just in
absolutely.
case anybody want to tap in,
All the
man. I'm
time.
talking to the wife right now, man. I'm trying to get to Vegas. Summer League is in July. I'm
Okay.
trying to get out there so I could tap in and see what Summer League talking about in person. If you down, tap in with me. If I go, it's probably
Hey,
gonna be me.
let me know.
I
It's
can
gonna be
go
me.
up there. I'm
'Cause I
not.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be me and my oldest son. You know, he probably gonna come with me. He 20. You know, the wife won't let me go to Vegas by myself. Y'all know how it is.
We're,
But
we're, we're, we're going to Vegas this year. Is that where it's at?
yeah, Summer League in Vegas every year.
Okay, I knew
Well,
they
you
could.
know they do two
They have
summer
one in
leagues.
Orlando, right?
Yeah, Orlando and
Yeah,
Vegas. The Hawks always do Vegas. I don't know why they don't do Orlando, which is right there, but it is what it is.
yeah.
I think
So,
it's Orlando, Vegas, and Utah,
yeah,
I
Salt
think
Lake.
you're
Utah's
right.
the
Yeah.
first one.
and I think Utah be like the first little bit of
Yeah, I ain't going out Utah, man. Fuck that. But y'all tap in with me, man.
All
Hey,
right. Hey, King,
we
glad you
salute
got
y'all,
on,
man.
man.
Shout out
All
to
right.
everybody.
I said glad you came on.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. From time to time.
All right, fellas, we out, man. I'm gonna drop the link. We backstage. Peace.
I'm,
All right.
I'm